Imagine being able to wirelessly download a 2-hour movie in just 4 seconds. Soon, the ability to do this could be in the hands of everyone thanks to 5G. You may have heard about 5G in the news, and for good reason. Right now, the major companies and countries of the world are literally racing to develop the technology first. But they're not doing this just for faster movie downloads. They're doing it because 5G could be one of the most profitable technologies ever developed. Let's talk about what makes this technology so powerful and how it could completely reshape our world. To understand the power of 5G, you need to know a little bit about something called the Internet of Things. It's a strange name, but the Internet of Things is an incredibly ambitious idea for society. Imagine a world where everything, mobile devices, computers, cars, buildings, cameras, everything, all communicate wirelessly with each other and with minimal latency. These smart objects would be able to communicate with each other and to perform tasks for owners, or even entire groups of people. In short, the Internet of Things is the framework for the smart cities of science fiction. And with the help of 5G, they could make the transition from sci-fi to reality. 5G gets its name because it is the 5th generation wireless network, and it's been in development for over a decade. In recent years, breakthrough developments have been made that will make its wide implementation across entire cities possible. One of these breakthroughs was the increase in available IP addresses. Think about it. If an entire city, including buildings, billboards, cars, phones, and everything in between, is supposed to be wirelessly connected, you're talking about a lot of devices. Back in 2012, the number of usable IP addresses went from around 4 billion to 340 sextillion. Now that we've got the spaces, so to speak, we need great roads between them so that the devices can communicate quickly and without interruption. And this is where 5G gets really exciting. Latency is the delay between one device sending a signal and another device receiving it. 5G will dramatically reduce latency times, giving users and devices the ability to communicate nearly instantaneously. While this will be great for downloading videos and movies, it will also have massive implications for countless industries, including industries that are still in their infancy today. Take autonomous vehicles, for example. With the improved communication abilities granted by 5G technology, autonomous vehicles will be able to communicate with other vehicles, but that's not all. They'll also be able to communicate with smart roads and smart infrastructure around them. Back in March of 2018, a Chinese company called Baidu was able to perform China's first successful autonomous driving road test that was based on 5G network technologies, and plans to expand these tests and technologies to buses and other forms of public transportation. 5G technology will find its way into nearly every aspect of our lives. When we go see a doctor, we may not be going anywhere at all. We'll be able to communicate with and be diagnosed by our doctors remotely. And doctors may even perform surgeries by remotely using tools that are wirelessly connected and in communication through 5G networks. In fact, in China, one surgeon has already performed a 5G-powered brain surgery. He was able to perform surgery on a patient who was 3,000 kilometers away using robots that experienced no latency or lag. Simply put, 5G will reshape nearly every single industry of the world. Because of this, whoever is able to perfect the technology first will experience massive economic growth. So, it should come as no surprise that major companies and even major countries are in an extremely competitive race to master this technology and be the first to the wallets of customers. Companies like AT&T and Verizon have been battling it out in the United States, while Huawei, a Chinese company, claims to be months ahead of everyone else in the development of 5G technology. As these companies compete, national governments are keeping their eye on the race in hopes of being the first country to implement this new technology into the infrastructure of their cities and capitalize on the economic advantage it's sure to bring. Regardless of who develops it first, one thing is for sure. 5G will change the world as we know it. Before long, we could be living in a world we've only dreamed about up to this point, as the lines between science fiction and reality are becoming more blurred every day.